Hey guys, it's JB. Welcome to Third Eye Lucid Flow. We got the Olympics going on in France very shortly, so I wanted to do a story on one of my favorite rigged moments in the Olympics, and this goes back to the 1980 Soviet Union versus the United States.
1 year prior to the 1980 matchup, the CCCP hockey team played a bunch of NHL All-Stars in what was called the Challenge Cup. And as we can see in this picture here, Valerie and Boris celebrate holding the cup up high after they beat all the All-Stars from the NHL. So
this Russia-USA game was actually the second game that took place. The first game ended in a 10-3 USA defeat against the Soviet hockey team. One thing that really stands out to me about this matchup was prior to the Olympic game against the Soviet Union, ABC requested that it be rescheduled from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so that it could be broadcast live in prime time hours. So to me, this doesn't really make sense how they just got dominated 10-3 a couple days before this game, and then all of a sudden they want to put it on prime time. Anyways, the request was denied, and as a result, ABC decided not to broadcast the game live for the US audience and instead tape delayed it. There has been many conspiracy theories around this particular hockey game and the results that ended up happening. Another key point to this video is that actually after the first period, the world's best goaltender, Vladislav Tretiak, actually got pulled by the Russian head coach, and that was a very odd move at that time.
Вот, поэтому здесь для меня был просто шок, да. И никто не знает, и никто мне не объяснил до сих пор. И Тихонов ушел в могилу, извините, на тот свет, и так этот секрет не раскусил. Почему?
We gotta remember at this time the USSR was the world's greatest hockey team. As this is the introduction of ABC Olympics host Jim McKay that evening.
What a night we should have coming at the Olympics. In a game that we've all been waiting for. Tonight you'll see the United States hockey team take on the Soviet Union. The Americans, young amateurs, averaging about 22 years of age. The Soviets, generally acknowledged to be the greatest hockey team in the world, bar none. It's Winter Olympics time.
The 13th Winter Olympic Games.
Good evening. I'm Jim McKay reporting to you live from Lake Placid, New York, and the picture behind me is also live on Main Street, Lake Placid. From the time these Olympics began, we tried to report them to you in perspective. We told you about the unpleasant things, the politics and the transportation and so forth. We've also tried to show you the excitement of victory and the disappointment of the other athletes on the hills and on the skating rinks. It's very important tonight, I think, to tell you that from the time I went out of my hotel at 11 o'clock this morning and walked down Main Street, there's a feeling of joy and anticipation and excitement in this town like nothing we have seen before at these Winter Olympics. It's just tremendous. It's as if the whole country has come to a county fair, except that the whole world is here. Now, the event you're going to be seeing tonight, both have been completed. It may be that many millions of you know the result. However, we said at the beginning we would not tip the result of something to you before we show it to you. We're going to follow that policy tonight because if there's only one person in this country who doesn't know how these two events turn out, I'm not going to be the one to tell it to him. We've had mail, we've had phone calls from people saying that that is the way the vast majority of you want to have it. So the events you're going to be seeing tonight are the men's slalom up on Whiteface Mountain, the ice hockey game between the United States and the Soviet Union. Right now, with the crowd behind us in Main Street, Lake Placid, we're going to take a brief break and then come back. It's going to be a night.
During the broadcast wrap-up after the game, Jim McKay compared the American victory over the Soviet professionals to a group of Canadian college football players defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers, at that time a recent Super Bowl champions at the height of their dynasty. Anyways, thanks for your time today. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.